Hey YouTubers, X Factor here. No, you are not drunk. No, you do not need to go home. I truly am piloting a jet after I swore it off some time ago. This is something that I'm absolutely horrible at. This is a flying bathtub to me, to say the least. For those of you who do not know, Dishy Airplane gave me some kick-ass lessons a couple months ago. And he gave me all the tools to become a better pilot, whether it be turning speed, angles, position, and some of the thought processes of being a top-end jet pilot. It's up to me to apply them, right? I've got to execute these. And I kind of failed to do so, and that was the frustrating thing. I understood the thought process, but at the end of the day, when you're going against some of these jet pros, if your turn is off or you enter the turn at the wrong angle, you're done. If your turn speed's off, you're done. If your starting position is off, you are done. People are that good in jets. They can really dominate the game, and that's probably one of the most frustrating things for me in the game is when jet rape or air rape happens. What's that? When they either have a superb helicopter pilot or one jet pilot, or a combination of a couple, and they keep your jet pilots, your air down, and then they just destroy your tanks. Your tanks cannot succeed, your LAVs cannot succeed unless you have freedom of skies. The freedom of skies allows your jets to not worry, or your tanks and LAVs to not worry about that third dimension. If you've got to worry about that third dimension, you're just going to get destroyed by everything else out there that is on the ground. And that happens a ton. Air rape just is not fun. And that was an approach that I probably couldn't have pulled off a couple months ago if it wasn't for Dishy's little lessons. He taught me a lot, and I gave this up forever. This is my first piloting footage, and I can't tell you how many weeks. Why? Because I found that I enjoy piloting helicopters. It's much more of a natural feeling for me, especially coming from a game called PlanetSide 1 and PlanetSide 2. The controls and thought process just felt more natural. And of course, you've got a gunner. So when your piloting sucks like it does mine, the gunner can bail you out probably 80% of the time, especially if they're good with their TV missiles, as I go in for another rocket pod strafe run. And that's probably kind of a crazy angle, but I barely pull it out. And in true X Factor fashion, this clip quickly ends the only way I know how to end it, and you guys will see that soon. So this is a pretty lengthy run. I wish I knew the flight ceiling for this map, but I don't, and it's something I probably should know if I'm messing around with helicopters and jets. So please let me know what the flight ceiling is on Alborz Mountains or any of the maps in this expansion, because I found a couple servers that play this expansion, which are full, Conquest and Rush. And going in for another cheap aircraft kill on the attack chopper. And that's my thought process. It appears that we've got a really good pilot in the other jet. So it's like, well, can I keep the other guy off his tail? Or can I pick off a couple other air kills? Because if you get their attack chopper down, that drastically helps your infantry and tankers. And I can tell you, being as a tanker, not having to worry about an attack chopper for at least a minute and a half is absolute heaven, because you're already getting spammed by a million things. Hit the ACM, get some distance, use the mountain range, go back. Patience is key, just like being a tanker or a good infantry player. Don't rush a bad situation. And of course, this is SoFlamville. This is the expansion where SoFlams are a must, and they are plentiful. Get some altitude again and see if I can go third person and check something out. And this is some of the positioning. That's just thought process based. I never could have done this, and I'm trying to pick up speed here just to gain the distance. This is something I never would have been able to do without Dishy's thought process videos and him helping me out a little bit. So with me working on my aircraft series, if you guys haven't checked it out yet, it's me piloting around Darkfire or somebody else in the attack choppers, and there's moments of genius, but there's absolute epic moments of failure and randomness. But I have a lot of fun in that because, again, I grasp the helicopters more. And I'm not opposed to jumping back in the jets, so look for some more jet footage here and there. But if I wanted to make a montage, it'd probably be consistent mostly of disables, because I have a hard time insta-gibbing jets like they do to me. Because, again, it has to do with angle, positioning, speeds, the whole 9 yards. I'm trying to stay back so I don't ram my own player right now. And that's another thought process there. If he's got it handled, I really probably shouldn't have even entered that fight. right? Because that guy's a pro and I clearly am not. I'm the schmo in the air. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little update of how I'm doing in the air. I'm going to get back on it, I think, and kind of work on some things. As always, if you enjoy this, don't forget about the old thumbs up. I'm definitely not teaching you anything about being a aircraft pilot at this point in time, and true X Factor fashion. We'll see you soon, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.